guys, Jack here, and I'm back with episode 7 of West Ham Weekly. Sorry about no episode last week. I've been very busy, and this is the only time really that I've got now to get a video out before I do actually go to work again. So let's get into today's video. Without further ado, we did play our first game in Europe for the first time in 9 years against FC Lusitans, an Andorran side, most made up of Portuguese players. You know, it's basically a pub team, let's be honest here, but it was a really good game to watch, in all honesty. They had nothing to lose going into the game. Our starting lineup was as follows. Darren Randolph did start in net. Right back was Joey O'Brien. Our two centre backs was James Tompkins, Reece Burke, and left back we did have academy boy Lewis Page. Midfield was made up of Matty Jarvis on the left. Then on the right we had Morgan Amalfitano. The two in midfield was Diego Poyet, who was back obviously from under 20s World Cup, and also the youngest ever player to play for West Ham, Reece Oxford, at 16 years old and 198 days, I do believe. So very well played to him, and he had a very solid game. I was very impressed with him. Up front we did have Mauro Zarate and Diafra Sakho. As a whole, I think it was a good first game back from pre-season. You know, you can take a lot of positives from that game. Not everyone's going to be, you know, as crisp as they was like during the season, because it is the first game back. They've had a break, and I wasn't expecting you know, an 8-0 or anything like that, because we did get at one point 7 academy players out on the pitch, which was just great. You know, it's good for them young boys to get that experience. I was really impressed with Josh Cullen when he come on. Elliot Lee, we already know what he can do. He's a great goal scorer. Reece Oxford, so composed for a 16-year-old boy, playing in front of 35,000 people, sold out Upton Park. That is incredible, and I'm over the moon with him. I think he's come on. He's gonna be one of the best talents. He's gonna be one of the sort of talents in a very few years' time. He really is. Reece Burke is always a calm, cool, and collected player also, and I really have enjoyed watching him. Obviously that game, and obviously at the end of last season he looked really good. Lewis Page does look like a decent left back. I was very impressed with his performances too. A lot of people was on social media afterwards, so that was good to see. He's been compared maybe to a new Julian Dix type of character. You know, he's a player that ain't afraid to put in a challenge, which is good to hear, and hopefully he does get some opportunities this season. You know, but Aaron Cresswell and Stephen Hendry into the club now, it's going to be difficult to get them first team opportunities. Maybe cup games, you don't know. Joe O'Brien actually had quite a good game for me. He actually did, but it's against a very poor side, so you expect him to have a good game. Darren Randolph, didn't really see much of him as you'd expect for the whole night. Diafra Sakho did get the 2 goals right before the half ended. Beautifully set up, one by Mauro Zarate at the back post. Great header from Sakho. And the other one was set up by Morgan Amalfitano. Just slotted it back towards him. Easy tap in there. Amalfitano looked very good. Mauro Zarate showed moments of brilliance, which is what he's all about. Many people are not a fan of Mauro Zarate, but I'm a massive fan of him. I think he's a player that adds flair to the team. He really does. And he likes running at players and attacking them. He makes the game exciting. He creates opportunities. And that's why I love Mauro Zarate in the team. For the third goal, it was a cross from Matty Jarvis into the path of James Tompkins, who obviously did captain the side yesterday for the first time. Great to see. Great to see. Good header from him. Jarvis actually had a really good game also, in my opinion. Looked very strong, and it was a great performance. Great team performance, and we can take a lot of positives coming out of there. Obviously, Slavan Bilic was presented as our manager before the start of the game and got a thunderous applause from all the fans, which was really good to see. And I am very confident that we can do great things with Slavan this season. Obviously, he has added the likes of Julian Dix to his backroom staff, his first team coach, and that's what we need, someone with a bit of passion and someone that is loved by the fans as much as Julian Dix is. So I'm very happy about that appointment, and things are only looking better for West Ham United in the near future. They really are. Now, let's move on to some transfer news. If you've been under a rock for the past week, what the hell? We've signed Dimitri Payet. What a signing he is. The centre attacking midfielder from France did rack up 17 assists last season, and I believe around about 6 goals, I want to say. Maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less, I'm not too sure. But a great season for Marseille. We did sign him for £10.7 million, which is, again, a great signing, and it just shows real intent from the club to bring him in. I'm very happy with this deal being done, and you know, things are only looking on the up for us. They really are. And I can't wait to see how he plays next season. Maybe he might get some chances to play in the European qualifying games. You never know. We should see him in pre-season. I'm not too sure though. I don't know what the club want to do with him on that one. Also, we are in talks to sign Alex Song. He was spotted at the Grand yesterday, and that again just fuels more and more rumours that it's basically a done deal. Alex Song is going to be a West Ham player permanently, and again, I think it's a solid sign. And I think if he does join, I think he could become the new club captain. I think that might be one of the reasons why he has come to the club, and I'm happy with it. I think it'd be an absolute brilliant piece of business if we can do that. Coming from West Ham Central, it is that Kevin Nolan. This is the only one I've got actually to say the least out of the news. Kevin Nolan could be on his way to his old club, Bolton Wanderers, which means that Alex Song could potentially become captain. Who would you guys like to see as captain? Alex Song, Winston Reid, or Mark Noble are my 3 top candidates for the armband. Maybe Adrian. I'm not too sure though. But I think it's going to get given to Alex Song. If not, I think it's Mark Noble's. But we'll have to wait and see. Alex Song basically a done deal though, and I'm happy with that. Also, Carl Jenkinson is rumoured to be on his way back to West Ham on a loan. Apparently the deal's taking a little bit longer than expected because West Ham are still trying to negotiate a permanent deal for the player. I'll find all the links to the news sources in below. It's come from all the big West Ham sites, obviously, at WHUFC_news, at West Ham transfers, and at West Ham_central. So, would you be happy with Carl Jenkinson on a permanent? I would be, but we are in talks with a Peru right back, I do believe. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He'll be on the screen somewhere, but he's had a really good Copa America with Peru apparently, but he hasn't got the best track record, so we don't know. We're also interested in Arbeloa of Real Madrid. That would be a good sign if we could get him in. Don't know about it though. He's getting a little bit on the old side for me, and even though he's at Real Madrid doesn't mean he's a top quality player. There's a reason he doesn't play that much for Real Madrid. I'd rather Carl Jenkinson, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. Moving on, is there any more transfer news off the top of my head that I'm trying to remember? We are in for the likes of Destro. Apparently we've approached him on a loan. Apparently the Remy deal is dead in the water. Chelsea do not want to sell him, which is understandable. Not heard much about Charlie Austin in the last week, so don't know what's going to be happening with that one. I don't know if we're still in talks with him or not, but again, things looking on the up for West Ham. Apparently today we did submit a fresh €20 million bid for AM Abdennour, the centre back from Monaco. Juventus and Arsenal target, or Manchester United target it. Again, incredible if we could get him into the club. I'll be over the moon if we could get that deal done. It really would be a great bit of business from the club. We have been told that we will be spending 10 million on each position this season: defence, midfield, and striker. I'm happy with that. I am, and I don't know if we can get any more wingers in. I'm not sure if we've been linked with any more since the last week. Obviously, there is speculation that we could be going after Max Gradle, but that's died down, and also Tor, but again, that's died down. Apparently, the club was offered or suggested Konoplanka, whatever his name is. You know, the one that plays for that Ukrainian side. Konoplanka, whatever his name is. But apparently he's on his way to Seville. So that'd be a good deal for them. He's a good player, but apparently West Ham didn't want him. Don't know if it's about if we've got our other targets in mind. But also, another centre-back we are after is Angelo Ogbonna. Now, I'm not sure this is because David Gold posted a picture of him instead of Pedro Obiang when he did sign, but apparently David Gold and Sullivan and obviously Bilic want Angelo Ogbonna. We have to wait and see how that one unfolds. But again, great bit of news there. Guys, that is going to bring an end to West Ham Weekly. I hope you did enjoy the video. Hope you did enjoy the news. Sorry it's not a long one, but I promise next week will hopefully be a long one. Check out Hammer's chat in the comment section, or in the description and the comment section down below, to get involved in the forums and discuss everything West Ham. Make sure you do check them out. Great site. And as always, I hope you have a really nice day. Leave a like rating on this video if you did enjoy the video, as always, so I know to upload more next week. And also, if you are new around here, you love everything West Ham, enjoy FIFA videos, then why not hit that subscribe button too, guys. Catch you in the next one. Peace.